salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, the self-proclaimed keeper of Maple Story lore and stories alike. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. So tonight, we are doing a couple different things. First and foremost of it, we are going to be playing Satisfactory, where I have been working on my train empire to basically have a factory all over the world and have different spots all over the world and doing stuff. This particular one, I haven't really done a lot off stream, but I have been working on the aluminum part of the factory that comes kind of later in the game itself, so that I can make some more parts. And in between that stuff, we're also going to be reading some short stories that have to do with this story prompt right here. Now, I believe last week, this was the first time it was, hold on. There we go. Hold on. My thing's being stupid here. There we go. Nope. There we go. We'll be reading some story prompts and short stories written by you, the viewer and coins of the vault, to just have some fun while we're at it. Now, if you do want to have something read live on stream, for those of you on Twitch, you can use this, shed your scales and use this reward down below to get my attention. So yeah, that will get my attention, and I will read your short story that has to do with the story prompt live on stream. Now, it will be read as is, mistakes and all, if you have mistakes, But it's not meant to be a critique. It's not meant to be to make fun of it. It's just to have fun. And if you're a writer and you want to get your stuff out there to the world, by all means, this is a way to do it. So yeah, and then also along the way, I'm going to be playing Satisfactory, building my train empire factory. And yeah, we should have all kinds of fun along the way. So thank you everybody for coming over on YouTube and on Twitch. I hope you're all at least mildly entertained. And it appears, at least on the Twitch side of things, we did have a couple new coins join the vault. And we had a couple new coins join the vault over on YouTube. So if you're there, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming. A big old warm welcome. And I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see from here on out. But before we get too far into it, Twitch needs to take its pound of flesh. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to have ourselves a quick ad break. And for those of you who are immune to ads, such as Mama Rednecks, thank you very, very much for your 8 months of being subscribed. Awesome! And let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Thank you for your 8 months subscribed. Oh, come on, do the thing. Why don't I do the thing? Darn. Okay, anyways. Sorry, it should have done the thing. But for those of you on Twitch who are immune to ads, and for those of you on YouTube, you shall see me convene with my dragon brethren while we discuss tales and stories and the like. And for those of you who aren't immune to ads, well, you'll be back shortly. So don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. Alrighty, we appear to be back from ad break. So, moving over here, let's see. Whoa, that's kind of loud. Let me see if I can bring it down to about here. Hopefully it's not too quiet for everybody. And hopefully it wasn't too loud for everybody. The Gaming with KJ over on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening, morning, whatever time it is for you? How are you doing, bud? Over on Twitch with Attracted to Pans with a 3-stream streak. Let's go! I'm doing pretty good, KJ. Just over here hanging out after a long work week and getting ready to do some building. And along the way, maybe reading some cool stories by viewers and Coins of the Vault. With, I better up the story prompt so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, every Friday, as much as I can anyways, I like to not only game, but I also like to read short stories that have to do with this prompt right here, for those of you on YouTube, and that one up there for those of you on Twitch. And, yeah, if you, for those of you on YouTube, you just have to kind of figure out a way to how to get my attention. I haven't fully gotten a thing to where you can have a little animation that comes on screen. Haven't figured that part out yet. But if you want to have a short story that you wrote having to do with this story prompt, I will read it live on stream. So, yeah. And for those of you on YouTube, you might have to hide the chat for a minute so you can actually see what the prompt is. Or, hold on. Let me move it up here so you guys can see it for a little bit. The YouTube people just need to yell at Tatsu, pretty much. There should... I should be able to find a make a command for it, but I haven't fully tested it out yet. So it's in the works. Let's put it that way. I haven't fully forgotten about it. I just need to try and actually do the work and figure it out. All right. So okay. So for those of you on YouTube, I'm going to bring this back down here because it's kind of in the way of the game screen. But, this is what we're doing tonight. So, alright, so we're going to come up here. And, let's see. Do I have some explosive landscaping materials? I do not. Alright. And do I have tickets on me? No, I do not. Ah! Do I have tickets in the hold? No, I do not. Ah! Alright. So, first blunder of the evening. We're going to have to go home. Bingo! Yeah, give me a second here. Let me see. Let me go back home really quick. Alright. Let me see if I can get the... Actually, I think I need to modify the bingo. Okay, so let's start a brand new game. start with a brand new game over here for those of you on Twitch. You are more than welcome to participate in the bingo down below. Have fun. For those of you over on YouTube, Gaming with KJ, this is Satisfactory. I don't know if who you're familiar with as far as YouTubers who play stuff like this. The big ones that got me started on this game is both Z1 Gaming and I'm Kivitz. Both of them got me started, turned me onto this game in the very first when it was in what was it? Not betas. There's another term for it. I can't remember what it's called. Early access, I think it was. Yeah. And I've been playing it for a while. I moved down to 4th on the bingo leaderboard. Don't worry. I'm probably going to, maybe in the future, I'm probably going to modify the bingo board a little bit now that we're further in the game. Fewer of those events are going to be happening. And I'll see if I can, have plenty of opportunities. Train wreck! All right. Yeah, right. I forgot. Let's up the chances for a train wreck because I just have it on autopilot right now. So if I'm driving the train, that means there's a higher possibility that I am going to wreck said train. And therefore, opportunities to play bingo! So now that we've kind of got underway, everybody who has written a short story to go along with the story prompt, let them roll in at any time. Currently, I'm headed back home because I forgot it. I gotta get some explosive. I forgot you to be sleepy and driving. Yeah, it was a long work week, so who knows? I'm probably gonna crash somewhere. It's going to be a minute before I get there, so because I need to go back home, I need to get the tickets, I need to go get some more explosive gardening tools, and then I need to go back to where I was so I can do some more explosive gardening, so I can continue on and do my thing. Because what I need to do, there are a few more bauxite over in the swamp that I would like to try and get a hold of. Oh boy. No, we don't want to train wreck this early. Okay, there we go. Phew. There are a few more bauxite nodes over in the swamp that I would like to get a hold of to bring them over to the aluminum factory. And in the meantime, but for that to be a thing that actually happens, I need to make the tracks and get a train over there. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, where did I put my tickets? I have hard drives in there. Hayden Hart! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? Okay, where are my tickets? There are my tickets. What do you mean we don't want train wrecks? We love the train. Well, sure. All right. Nice, Hayden. And what, pray tell, has made this evening so fantastic? We need the awesome shop. No, we want the awesome shop. Parts, no, equipment. We want 10 of these.
Fix-It is not responsible for personal damage, environmental damage, psychological damage, or lowered standards that may result from use of these products. Enjoy your purchase.
Thank you, Ada. That's planning to like white sugar. Yes! Let's go, Hayden! Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to start. I think I have to start modifying my stream intro a little bit because I got a few more streaming buddies here and there that I kind of visit more often and stuff like that. So I need to include them in my streaming intro. They're mapleized characters. All right. So I got my explosive landscaping tools. All right, so now we need to head over back where we were. Hey, is the game volume too loud? Or is it, like, just enough so it's not, like, over... Oh, no. No! No, 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 no! And I got my socks wet. Okie dokie. Well then. So, we're gonna call this one. Oh yeah, I needed this one too because I had to come back for stuff, and I got my socks wet. Ha 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 ha. Very funny, Hayden. Ha 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 ha. You are banned. You only had one of 3? How is that? What? How is that even possible? Okay, let's see if I can actually get to the train here, because this is... Okay, this is going to be interesting. Alright. Alright, fine. I guess we're going to have to do this the other way. Alright, so we're going to take you... Get you back going, because... Okay. So this is where things get, as Rango said, complicated. All right, KJ, thanks for stopping by, and have fun on your vacation. All right. So let's go a little higher to see if we can actually get our train. Like, I find it weird that you only got 1 out of 3 because all of them should be on the board or on the ticket. Okay, there we go. Right, that reminds me, Tatsu, I need to yell at you. Why did you make the MapleStory audiobook into so many parts? I have to download all those manually and upload them to my iPod manually. Okay, so to be entirely honest, the way I originally did it, I was actually on a pretty good roll. And I wanted to be able to have the content out in just a reasonable amount of time. Because, so it takes me, back in the day, it took me about 2 weeks to make an episode. This was, This was from the time of making the scripts to the time I had the video out. Or maybe it was even 3 weeks. Because I would have to go through the story, I would have to edit the chapter, then I would have to make the scripts, then I would have to send the scripts out to the voice actors, which usually took about a week and a half for them to send their stuff back. Then I had to also, while that was out, I had to do the narration recording, I then also had to edit that narration recording and wait for all of the voice actors and actresses to send me their lines back. Once they did that, it took me another 2 to 3 days to put the episode together. So what I was trying to do is have multiple scripts ready, so while I was working on one episode, I could send out the next script to the voice actors and actresses, so they were working on their lines while I was working on the next episode. And by the time the next episode came out, their lines would be returned to me, so that way I could get the episode all together. I have been just a lot of stuff has been happening on my side, and I've been kind of losing my momentum in trying to come it out. So it's taking me a lot longer. I think I only have like 1.5 chapters left in order to do stuff, but it's just I don't know, mental load, I guess. But that's why. Once I get it finished, though, I do actually have plans to go back and edit it. Hopefully, I still have all the old lines from all the voice actors and stuff like that. But go back and then edit them all together into complete chapters. The other reason why I didn't do it in the entire chapters is because that's what I actually did for the latter half of Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen. That took me a month for each episode. And they were an hour, I think the longest one was almost an hour and 45 minutes long. So, and not only that, if you did want to watch a particular chapter, you would, you kind of get lost, unless you remember, you write it down, your exact minute and second, you would get lost, trying to find where it was. So this way, with the shorter videos, I could upload them more frequently, and you wouldn't have so much of a video to go looking through if you wanted a particular part after, watching a particular thing. Those are kind of the two biggest reasons why I did that. It wasn't meant to be a pain in the butt. It was more so a production choice. So yes, I am sorry. I am sorry, fans. All right, so let's get some explosive gardening. All right. Well, hopefully you are enjoying it so far. If, seeing as you said you've been downloading it, hopefully you are enjoying the story. Or have enjoyed the story with however much you've listened to so far. Okay, put you there. I'm gonna put you there. And we're get rid of the gas termites. Alright. Let's blow something. In the words of Markiplier, let's blow something up here. So satisfying. Itchy head. And we want to zoop this. Zoop de zoop. Yay, bombs! All right, cool. How far have you listened to it so far? Get rid of the gas termites. Oh, that was a cool throw. Okay, that's not going to be in the way. We're going to get rid of you. Ah! We're in the gas. That's not good. There's a little termite mound over here. I didn't want to get rid of the rock. I wanted to get rid of the termite mound. Okay. There's some more deadly gas termites over here. Have you stood too close to... Never mind, that answers that. Oh, cool. Let's go! Okay, we can get rid of this now. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Only in the first chapter, maybe a little into the second, really not that far in. Okay. No, I just wondered. Do you want to warn them, rednecks, or should I? There's the warning. All right. Blow some more. Okay, so, if you're looking for, like, specifics, it's chapter 4 that you need to watch out for. Minodora or Will? I believe Will is chapter 21 or 22, but Minodora is chapter 4. So, yeah. Definitely for you, Pans, right now, chapter 4. Make sure you are by your onesie. You might cry. I know it made me cry when I wrote it, so it might it has a higher chance to make you cry. It should have a higher chance. Let's put it that way. Yes! Kaboom! Yes, Rico. Kaboom. Alright, so we're gonna do some more explosive landscaping here. Don't listen to chapter 4 while going out. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Hey, look!
Oh, okie dokie. We got ours. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna make you go away.
Left at our shores. When will you land?
Okay, so iron sights wanted. Iron sights Sutter. Alrighty. So let's build a little equipment workshop here. Get ready to have some fun. Alright. this over here. Alrighty. So, let's get over into the writing office. And first I got to do the thing over here. There we go. Oops. There we go. And it's a little bit off over on Twitch. There we go. All right. So, this is Wanted. Wanted! Ironside Sutter! Oh, hold on. I need to move my fat head right now over on the YouTube side of things. There we go. Now I'm off a little on the side a little bit. All right. The old trail into Elk City had been cut deep and wide by wagon wheels before being packed from hooves. Once Colton Sutter had settled the gelding onto it, the old horse needed little prodding. Bowed over the saddle, Colton pulled the dust-caked hat down low and let the easy pace settle into his bones. After 4 months of following cattle deeper into the Bitterroot Range, Colton smelled more like livestock than man. He could no longer tell where the sun had turned his skin into leather and where the dirt had caked deep enough to crack. When the cattle had settled into the return drive, Colton had had enough. After trading his leather pouch of chewing tobacco, Colton traded the few days he'd have when they'd return for another cattleman to pick up the workload while Colton went for one night's rest in Elk City before rejoining the drive and beating the first snowfall back to the ranch. Darkness had settled deep into the sky when he saw the small prospector town. Just the sight of a building had him sitting taller in the saddle and urging the gelding into a faster gait. The tavern was already bathed in the warm light of oil lamps by the time he stepped inside. Every echo of his boots against the aged floorboards seemed too loud for the space as he approached the man behind the bar. "Looking for a room," Colton said. His voice still rust from shouts and disuse. "Just for the night." The man set down the glassware he had been cleaning and looked Colton over with a weary eye. I ain't looking for much," Colton continued. "A hot bath, some warm food, something that don't feel like ground to sleep on." After a moment, the man showed him to a room on the upper floor. "A hot bath makes the room $1.50. Colton froze at the top step. "For one night?" 50 cents for the room, a quarter for supper, and eggs in the morning." The man's eyes trailed over Colton's clothes. 50 cents is for enough hot water to get the cattle stench off of you, and a quarter for someone to scrub the trail out of your laundry. Colton glanced down at himself before nodding. By the time his laundered clothing had arrived late into the night, he'd felt like a man again. The morning had already settled in by the time he woke. Stretching sore muscles on a bed had delayed him further. As he descended the stairs, the tavern had already come to life. When the woman who set his plate of eggs in front of him lingered just a moment, Colton smiled to himself. His hand scrubbed across his bare chin as he took in the men around him. He'd expected the hard glances. Any stranger would have. But something in the tension of the room made him uneasy. Those stern looks. Oops, hold on. There we go. Those stern looks had followed him as he made his way to the mercantile store across the street. He had enough left in his pockets for a few provisions, but the night had cost him more than he would have liked. Distracted by the display of well-crafted tools, Colton was caught off guard by the sound of steps settling behind him. "You Ironsight Sutter?" Colton's hand drifted toward the revolver at his side as he turned to face 3 rough-faced men.
"Leave that coat where it sits,"
one man said, raising a shotgun and settling its aim at chest level. "I can't say you know me well enough for that name," Colton answered, his voice firm as he raised his hands. "You mind telling me what this is all about?"
"Answer the question. Either you are or you ain't."
"I'm Colton Sutter. The only people who call me Ironsights drive cattle. Who's asking?" The third man held up a weathered paper. The sketch was undeniable. So was the bold print just below the man's grip. $300 reward. Colton frowned as he reached the reward handbill. Reward to any person or persons willing to capture Colton Sutter, alias Ironsights, and return him alive to any sheriff in the Wyoming Territory. The larger print across the bottom turned that frown into a scowl. William Barnes, Governor of Wyoming Territory. Barnes had spent years building himself a respectable name. He could not afford for the truth to damage his reputation, and had sent Colton's mother to live with her brother rather than raise an illegitimate son. Colton had worked hard to earn the Sutter name. His uncle had taught him everything he knew about driving cattle and what it truly meant to be a man. "I think there may be a miscommunication here," Colton said with lethal calm. "I have never been to the Wyoming Territory before."
"Not according to this."
The man holding the handbill pointed to the sketch.
"That looks pretty convincing to me."
"William Barnes forfeited any claims to my life years ago. He's got no right to it now."
All right. I like it.
Mama Rednecks, that was extremely satisfactory. And who knows, maybe we're going to end up having some shootouts. That was awesome. I like it. Like, kind of stretch your wings out there a little bit, Mama Rednecks. You kind of went outside your normal repertoire a little bit and kind of dipped into a Western kind of thing. That was pretty good. I liked it. So, way outside my rights. Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. So what would be the ultimate resolution if you were to continue that story? Well, I guess we can all kind of already see it that he is now he is not going to stand for this thing. So you may know I've been to Elk City before. Okay, all right, cool. So I guess we already know that now he's a man on a mission. And as Pink once said, somebody's gonna die. But if he is going to Wyoming what would be the ultimate resolution there? We have a shootout and get revenge for dear old mama? History lesson, time 1800s, the Wyoming Territory was booming for cattle. Moo!
Fire in the hole!
Or as, what was it? Wheeljack from Transformers Prime. Fire in another hole. Alrighty. Zoop. Barnes either wants to take him over, wants him to take over what was already there, or bring some of the Sutter cattle there for him because cattle was more lucrative than gold. Okay, all right. So, is the warrant kind of just a way to get Sutter's attention? Or just he doesn't know how else to find him, so he just like, okay, let's put a nationwide wanted poster on this guy's head. Because, you know, some poor sap is going to look all over the United States of America for $300. Lauren thinks he can make him come if he gets wanted poster to drag him back. Now, I can just imagine him being kind of like the way, shall we say, old Western and maybe even Deep South. Like, not to disparage anybody. Just let me put that out there right now. I'm not trying to make it out bad or anything like that. But how some movies usually portray plantation owners back in the day. You know, they're shall we say, mid-30s, kind of overweight, slightly balding guys. We got a big handlebar mustache. We got them, like, you know, wearing a nice suit. He's got the little pocket watch chain hanging off his vest. Well, yeah, I'm over here. I own this plot of land right here. I have 500 head of cattle. Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, so we want to... Oops, I had it right. There we go. I've actually never seen Django, so I think it's Django what you're referring to there. But I understand the reference. Be like Captain America. I understood that reference. Or- Yeah. Okay. So if Barnes was going to force Sutter to come in and, you know, basically he's doing kind of like a forced merger. That's kind of what it sounds like. Would Sutter just basically kind of John Wick his way out of it? Or would he just be like, would it be kind of like a gentleman's thing where it'd be like, no, I don't want it. All right, goodbye. Get rid of the fart termites. Oops, didn't have enough throw. He could. He got the name Iron Sights for taking out predators while cattle was ring. Oh. So he would be more like, what is it, Quigley? I think it was. I can't remember what his first name was, but the character's name was Quigley. I'm pretty sure it was Quigley. That was the inspiration. Okay, cool. Either that or, what was his name? AKA Roy. Yeah, John Quigley. Or, who was, what's his name? Sean Connery's character from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Quartermain. I believe that's what his name was, Quartermain.
Now listen. When you take aim at a target, you must calm your heart. Take all the time in the world. All the time. And once ready,
Uh-oh. Save lag! Alrighty. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna take this down like so. Oops. One too many there. Okay. And then we're gonna take this. Why is my eyebrow suddenly so itchy? Oh, and by the way, if anybody else has a short story to go along with the story prompt, by all means, have at it. Submit it if you so desire. I'm pretty sure this will be the last week for this story prompt. So by the end of tonight, I will have you a new story prompt. Then we're gonna go one more. Then we're gonna head out decent way. This is gonna be interesting because, okay, so just a heads up for people who may have a fear of spiders. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of very big spiders in this swamp. So if you are scared of said spiders, you have been warned. Let's go. All right. So first and foremost, let me get a lookout tower. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of you. Now, the only mildly good part is that I have the game set up in such a way to where the spiders are all passive. So they will not come attacking you. However, if you guys do go play this game, download it and play it, that will not be the case for you. They will come after you. And they are scary as all get out. Okay, so I actually haven't played many games with the anti-spider filters. And this one actually turns them into cat heads. But they are all still just as dangerous. Like, they go meowing at you. Like, you're like, okay, you know, it's cats coming after me, but they're still gonna, like, absolutely demolish you. Okay. All right, so let's see. Where is the bauxite? It is over there. Okay. And there is more. Wait, what? Oh, right. I forgot. There's more over there. All right. So, what we are going to do... And I'm using these in particular because it's more so, at this stage in the game, I may still have the mobs on passive, but the deadly fart termites, no, they are not on passive. However, I do want that. I do want that slug! This is a very important piece of equipment. If you can call a slug a piece of equipment. Okay. So, we are going to make ourselves a train station going this way. All right. Then, what we need to do is we need to go over to the bauxite nodes. Which are over there. What do I have here? This is a pure node. What did I have over here? It's impure, normal. Okay, so I could probably use one belt for those. This is a pure node. Oh, I hear a spider. Let's see if I can get a tower so you guys can see it. Nope. But like I said, don't worry. It's not gonna actually hurt me. So but it's gonna, it's going to scare you. Let's see. And like I said, even though it's still on passive, it still scares the bejesus out of me. Okay. Okay, so there's two there, and that one over there. Okay. This is an impure. This is a normal. Okay, I can put that on one belt, and this is a pure. Okay. And those over there I can put on one belt. Okay. You and you. Ah, there he is. An ugly mofo. I mean, I know it's not a spider, but it's... it's still scary as all get out. No! Just no! Alright, how do I want to get this? Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Oopsie, I missed. Okay. Can we get rid of these things? I don't remember. Can! Yes! Alright. I am traumatized for life! I'm sorry. Okay. What's really bad though is those same creatures, same spiders, but there's some of them, they're gas spiders, and they will jump like there's some small ones and then there's those big ones. All of them though will jump at you. And the small ones are like the size of a, shall we say, like a, I don't know, a little bit smaller than a golden retriever. Those are the small spiders. Wow, man! Then we're gonna do a little explosive landscaping. Take you you apart. I'm gonna have to do a thing with JonTron's nope, 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 so much nope. Alright, we're gonna put this on full blast. I'm gonna put you on full blast. And we're going to put you on a full blast. Uh, 111K worth. Speaking of 100,000, have you checked the new rewards, or the new reward in the channel rewards yet? I am going to. All right. So we do have an ad break coming up for those of you on Twitch. While that is playing, I'm going to use that opportunity to get you guys a new seek out a writing prompt for the next week. So, but you guys who are immune to ads, you will see me convene with my dragon brethren while we discuss Mama Rednax's short story. And for those of you who aren't immune to ads, well, you'll get to see probably Messi having to deal with Duracell batteries in his legs or something like that. So, we shall be back after these massages. Alrighty, we are back. I haven't found one yet, but I do have a place where I know where to look, so I can at least have that to my advantage. Alright. Have that. Now, question for you, Coins of the Vault. Do I... There is some remaining bauxite. That is, as soon as I can get this ping going, it's over there somewhere. Let's see. Actually, it is... over there. So, what do I do here? Do I make myself a new path somewhere off of this one to go over there? Or do I continue on this path to, like, continue it way out there and somehow meet up over there where the last remaining bauxite is? This is option 1. This is option 2. Which one would you do if you were in my position? I guess I should build kind of a lookout tower kind of deal. Okay, give me a second here. Let me get up top here. So, I have some remaining bauxite ore to get. Because I've got these 3 nodes here, but I have a couple more nodes. Oh, come on. Just get up there. Dang it. I guess that won't be possible. Okay. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I guess it does. Miss my platform. Okay, hold on. There we go. Well, either way, I need to go that... Whoops. Either way, I need to go that way, and I need to go that way some. Uh-oh. It sounds like a pig and a spider are fighting. Oh, yep. There's a pig and a spider fighting. Oh! The pig won! The pig won! So, the question being, do I take this incoming path here and then go out that way, then move my way over there? Or do I take this path and go out that way and then go across? Because either way, I think I need to go, like, over that direction somewhere. Yeah, I need to go that way. So do I go... This is 1, path 1. So I do go out and then across? Or do I take this path and go out and then across? Death to the spiders, yes! So 1... out and then across, or do I go across and then out? This is 1, this is 2. I am going to land on this. Oh, okay, I guess it's not really a standing thing. 2 is a better number. All right. 2 it shall be. Geronimo! Okay, so I want to get off of this. All right, so I want zoops. I want the zoops. I want the zoop-de-loop. Alright. We're going to do some aggressive landscaping. Ow. Let's see. Did I have a bingo thing for if I take damage? No, I don't. Okay. It's dark in here. Okay, we still need to go further out. Check to where we are. Oh. Alright. Well, I'm just going to use this as a spot, and we're going to go all the way across. The only monsters in this, or the only creatures in this game that really aren't that scary are the pigs, the hogs. They just kind of charge at you. The next one, the next tier up, are the spitters. They're basically biologically walking flamethrowers. Let me rephrase that. The aggressive creatures. So, where is the book site? It's right over there. Okay. You are being very noisy, Mr. Slugman. Alright, so then what we shall do is we shall go up. Go one, maybe two down. There we go. Okay, and then we shall put one of you and go across. Okay, let me double check where you're at. Right there. Okay. There is the book site. Alright, so we're going to go right here. So we need a little more aggressive landscaping. Yeah. Okay, and good. Ow, my ankles. I don't think I got my socks wet. Alright, so then we shall take you. You. And then we shall overdrive you to the max. And then we shall overdrive you to the max. And then shall take you. Put you up like that. Take you and put you up like so. Alright, and then we shall put a merger right here. Yeah! Didn't want to do that. You. So, alrighty, cool. We have all the bauxite. So this, between these two, we should have 2 cars. 2 train cars that we're going to be able to do. In the center, yes. Okay. Right. Oh, I hear more spiders. Oh, that's a big one and a baby. See? There's a big one, and there's a little baby. No! No, no, no! Okay, let's do some aggressive landscaping. Set fire to the whole swamp then! Swamp of them. This is not a baby. Babies are cute and make you want to be terrified that they are going to bite you. Well, I just mean in terms of size. Alright, so then this is another... So we have 2, 4, 6 cars. Okay. I mean, a really young toddler could really give you that second one, though. Those kids bite. Ham! Yeah, they will bite your finger like it's a baby carrot and not think twice about it. And then they'll make a bologna sandwich out of your arm. Alright, so I am going to do Hugo! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, man? Living life one day at a time. I was gonna say one putt at a time, but I was like, no, that sounds like I'm saying golf. I mean more like, you know, driving along driving along in your car, one little put at a time. Okay, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cease. Do I have enough for another station here? Living life as it comes. Nice. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have enough room for another station over here, and then we have some room for more stations over there for more resources that we are going to extract. And now we make the long trek back to the main line to hook up to the main line and bring power to the swamp. What are you doing in my swamp? You feel uncomfortable when I ask if a hot dog is a sandwich or a taco. I would say it could, if you are going to, if you have to classify it, it would be a taco. Because if it's a sandwich, it's technically not a sandwich, at least the way my thought goes. Because the bread is not separated, and you don't have two pieces of it. The bread of the bun is connected at the bottom, just like a taco shell. And the meat is in the center of that wrapping, just like a taco. And this guy has now earned himself a ban. The bread isn't separated in the Subway sandwich either. Well, the Subway I go to has them separated. At least they used to. I haven't been to Subway in a long time, so I cannot argue that point. Meatball sub has the bread attached to. Oh, okay. Then yes, the meatball sub at the least would be a meatball taco. Yeah, look at the piggies. Is cereal a soup or a salad? Soup. Final answer. No argument. Discussion closed. Okay. Oh, definitely. That's like the best way that I eat hot dog, especially like if you get like the Angus hot dogs, like the really big ones, either plain or with a little bit of ketchup and mustard. That's it. Or jalapeno slices too. You could, but then we'd be here all night, and I don't want to be here that long. And besides, these are questions that start dabbling in your conundrums of philosophy. I solve practical problems. That would fall within the purviews of your conundrums of philosophy. I solve practical problems. For instance, how am I going to get the last few hundred tons of bauxite back to my factory? Answer: use a train. If that don't work, use more train. Well, I think he's talking about, wait, what the heck? Oh, that's a train station. Probably talking about, like, cornflakes or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I heard a joke song once call it liquid bread. It's funny, but that's about it. Alright, so let's do that. Okay. And that. There's honey some if I feel fancy. Yep, that is an entire male bee's life cycle. Honey, nut, cheerio. No! I lost the lid to my bottle. Headphones. No. Stop it. All right, there we go. Okie dokie. Let's continue with the railroad.
Almost lost my cool here.
Ah, I got my socks wet. We're talking about this. They brought up this up to my theater friends and they showed me for the rest of the day for an awful take. The Earth is the equivalent of a gusher. You just poured some water over it. Okay. Like gusher as in candy or gusher as in really big geyser? The candy. I mean, you poured water on it, but the water doesn't stick. On a gusher, anyways. I'm actually going to have to move this over some. Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Crust and all the dirt and stuff is the weird outer layer of the gusher. The core with all the lava is the liquid inside the gusher. Then you have the water poured on it in the oceans. You could just be half melted gusher. You're in the right place. Yeah, that could work. And then if you really think about it, all the bacteria that ends up on it when you pick it up with your hands could be like all the people of Earth. And every time you eat a gusher, you kill billions of people. Oh, you know what? Like kind of along those lines, though. Not on just wiping out people, but if you guys want to watch, just reminds me of a series. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it or heard of it, but if you ever get a chance to watch it, it's on YouTube. It's called The Moon Woke Up. It is so creepy, but it is interesting, to say the least. Like, the way the lore is all coming together, it's really interesting. At least, I think so. Kind of has this whole, like, cosmic horror aesthetic going on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's like kind of really not knocking it, but it's like really low budget animation. Again, I'm not knocking the fact that it's low budget animation. It kind of adds to its charm for like being the low budget animation that it is. But yeah, it's really it's really creepy. 2, 3, 4. A universe with the moon being a being that was just facing away from Earth for so long. The Artemis mission to the dark side of the moon a while back. I mean, I can deal with it in like a little series, but having the moon be an actual creature? No, thank you. I don't think so. Of course, if humans ever did find that out, they'd probably the first thing they'd do is probably be like, they'd have everybody else would like, oh, let's get in contact with it, and then everybody else would be going like, no, nuke it. Have the Lex Luthors of the worlds and everybody else on top of that. Like, no! Maybe it's friendly! You know, like, what was it? Cactus Juice Sokka? From Avatar The Last Airbender. Use nukes to spell out a welcome message. That's assuming we can get it to work in the first place without accidentally blowing ourselves up. It sounds disgusting! One, 2, 3, 4. Not friend, why friend shaped? Dude, that's a moon big enough to kill us in an instant. I don't think it knows about you. It's friend shaped! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm friend shaped and nobody said that to me. Okay. So now Let's see. There, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, now we can bring the Traveler to Station 100. Alright, so this is going to be box or load. Why are you... No, we don't want it to go... Don't want it to go there. Just want it to go here. All right. So now that we have power, we are going to bring the power down here. Righty then.
All right, Jenny, tell them what they've won. All right, James, tell them what they've won. It's a new car.
I don't know why suddenly made me think of that. Okay, so this is the pure one. This is the regular one, and this is the impure. Okay. So what we are wanting to do is we are wanting to take these. No, we are wanting to take these and put it over here. Yes, yes, like that. And bring belt over this way. And to having a nice straight line. And bring belt over to platform. And to having nice straight line to train station. Then we are taking elevator lift and bringing up and over nice straight line into having another straight line beside this straight line. Yeah, I'm slowly losing my mind because I'm getting tired. Oh. And then we are to having another... Oops, sorry about that, guys. We are to having another conveyor belt over here. Actually, I'm gonna want to bring this here. Take a merger. We're gonna have ourselves a little bit of save lag. Uh-oh. There's the 2 hour mark. Okay, let's see if we can get these belts all hooked up before the end of the 2 hours. We got one long belt we gotta do. We got 5 minutes. Let's see if we can do the thing. Refuel our jetpack here. Okay, you guys. Okay. All right. Okay. Joking. Doing good so far. Whoa! I think we're doing good on time, chat. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. Those spooky swamp sounds. You spoopy. Everything's going well. Well, nah, we're not gonna make it. We still gotta hook power up to everything. No, I don't know. We can make it. Oops. probably gonna go a little bit over, so that's not gonna be. That's not. It's not the end of the world. Hold on. All right, so this one is going to bring. Okay, over to. Yeah, we're just going to bring him over here. Wait, whoa, missed it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to bring these to here. This one. This one. So okay. So that's not gonna work. Alright, cool. Got that one. And then one more. There's that. So now it's time to get power to them all. What was Tim Taylor's moniker? More power! Or Jeremy Clarkson.
Speed and power.
You power, got you power. We're gonna take you and get you just power like that. And we're going to make the long journey with these power poles all the way to Badlands. Head. Oh, by the way, Pans, I don't know if you're still here or not, but just to keep in mind that the written story and the audiobook are different from one another, because I have gone back and I have re-edited Sacred Tears, so the written version of it, if you want, you can catch it over there using those links, and anybody else on Twitch using those links in the chat to go and check out Sacred Tears, Guardians, and the beginning of A New Dawn. But Pans over on Twitch specifically, the written story and the audiobook are different, at least in the beginning chapters. So if you want to check it out, there are the links to do so. Check it out if you are interested. Yeah, and the written story is all like complete chapters. It's not in parts. So if you do end up wanting to read it like in just giant chunks, you can, because the chapters are complete. Whoops, what the heck? All right. So now we have bauxite coming in. Yay. All right, so we'll have a quick ad break here. I'm gonna continue up the last little bit stuff over here just to make sure everything works okay. And once the ad break is over, then we shall come back for the ending. So don't go anywhere. You shall be back after these messages. At least for those of you on Twitch. Alrighty. Alrighty. Cool. So now let's give it an appropriate paint job. Alrighty. Cool. There we go. Now we have an appropriate paint job for bauxite ore. Alrighty, well, now that we are back from ad break, it's time for us to wrap it up. So, thank you all for coming. I hope you had at least a mildly entertaining time. Thank you again to Mama Rednecks for your story with the story prompt. Now, I haven't fully found a new writing prompt for you guys yet, so I am going to look for one tomorrow, and I will have it posted on my YouTube channel in my community section, so you guys can check it out there. Be sure and be on the lookout for it there. And now, as far as the future goes, on Sunday, we shall be going back into MapleStory because just recently, the Kinesis class has had a redo story. Oh, cool. I look forward to it, Pans. So yeah, we are going to be checking out the Kinesis class. The class recently had a Redux rework, and if that goes by anything, especially with going off of the Iran and Shade classes, which also had a Redux rework, the storyline might have also changed. So we are going to be checking that out on Sunday. I do have some stuff that I can use on this character that'll make the leveling go a little faster, so we can have more of the story open to us faster. And yeah, then we shall see exactly what happens there. And then on Wednesday, assuming nothing else happens, I am going to be working on A New Dawn, Maple Story the novel, A New Dawn, chapter editing, and you guys can come along and edit with me, again, assuming nothing else happens. And then on Friday, we shall be back for more gaming and story prompt reading. The Sunday stream will happen at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Wednesday stream will happen at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the Friday stream will happen at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, yeah.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of Maple Story the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from Maple Story that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to wait. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never fade. Fight to make them stronger. Nothing will take them from you. Go